Hello students, welcome to our new chapter today. Today we will be learning about physical and chemical changes. So before getting into the chapter, let us have a look at the topics we will be covering. So at first, let's have a look. What we are going to do is we will have a brief introduction. After that, we will be discussing about the different physical and chemical properties. Then we will learn about what is a physical change. After that, we will come to what is a chemical change along with different kinds of activities. Then we will learn about rusting of iron followed by crystallization, and we will summarize the chapter and end the chapter. So let's get started. So first, let us know that what is a change. A change is an act or process through which something becomes different. So anything that undergoes a process of becoming different is called a change. Where does it take place? Well, changes occur around us all the time. Milk turning sour, a seed germinating into a plant, the weather changes, as well as the ripening of fruits. All of these are different kinds of changes. What are the different kinds of changes? Changes can be of various types. Some are desirable, some are undesirable changes, meaning some you want and some are not required. Some are slow changes, some are fast changes. Some may be temporary, which are reversible changes, and some are permanent changes, which cannot be reversed. And some are physical changes, which is a change that doesn't change the characteristics or chemical composition of a substance, and some are chemical changes, which in turn is involving the chemical composition changes of a particular substance. So all of these changes involve one or more substances, and each substance has a unique composition. So here, if you look at this comic strip, a physical change, melting of ice due to heat, is a physical change. We will learn more about it as we go forward with the chapter. Before getting into the intricacies of the chapter, let us first remember a few very important terms. The first term that we will discuss is physical properties. The shape, size, color and state of a substance is referring to the physical properties, meaning the external properties, the shape, the size, the color, and which state is it in. It's solid, liquid or gas. All of these are physical properties. Look into the picture or the diagram I have given. Ice, water and water vapor. The shapes are different, but the chemical composition, the states are different, but the chemical composition is the same. So these are different physical properties of water. Next is chemical properties. When the internal changes are something we are talking about, such as reactivity with other chemicals or some internal chemical change that is taking place, we call it the chemical properties. Example, when milk is changing to curd, and curd is something you're getting as a new product, that is called a chemical property. Here you can also see that the egg is changing its chemical composition from inside the shell, from the liquidy portion, from the liquid-like consistency, it is changing into a poached egg. It is undergoing a chemical change. Some are reversible processes, meaning processes that can be reversed. Example, folding of paper. If you fold a paper, you can unfold it again, meaning it is reversible. And irreversible processes, meaning the processes that cannot be reversed, like milk turning to curd. Curd cannot turn back to milk. This is an irreversible process. Now we will learn about our first kind of change, which is called the physical change. So first, let us know what exactly is a physical change. When a substance undergoes a physical change, it does not give rise to a different kind of a substance. There is no new substance formed. Change in physical properties like shape, color, odor, texture or state takes place only. And a physical change is a reversible change, usually. So when a substance does not undergo any change in its chemical composition, water changing to ice and ice changing to water, or water changing to water vapor, there is no change in the chemical composition. It is still water. It is still made up of hydrogen and oxygen, nothing new. So that is a physical change. No new substances are being formed. Very, very important point. No new substances are formed. Change only takes place in the shape, like ice is solid. It is cubical in shape, but water has no shape. Color, odor means smell, texture or state, changing from solid to liquid or liquid to gas. That is a physical change, and it's a reversible change, meaning ice can be made water, water can be reversed to ice as well. Heating of water, melting of butter, cutting of paper, all of these are various kinds of physical change. Now let's learn about an activity. So a sheet of paper is taken and folded. Then it is unfolded and cut into pieces. It is seen that there is no change observed in the original sheet before and after folding and tearing. So if you take a paper and you fold it and tear it, you will see that no change is taking place in the paper. Hence, it is a physical change, as there is no change taking place and also no new substances are being formed. Hence, folding of paper is a physical change. But it is not possible to get the paper back after tearing it. Hence, tearing of paper is an irreversible change. Folding of paper is a reversible change. Now let us look at some examples of physical changes. Dissolution of sugar in water. If suppose you are given a bowl of water and you are asked to add some sugar to it, the sugar will dissolve in the water. But if you keep it at very high temperatures, the water will evaporate, leaving back the sugar. That is dissolution of sugar, and it's a reversible change. Melting of wax, that is also reversible. You melt the wax, but you can again take the wax and make a candle. Melting of ice into water, that is also reversible. Freezing of water, that is also reversible. Change of water into water vapor, which is also called vaporization, that is also reversible. Change of water vapor into water, which is condensation, that is also reversible. Stretching of rubber band, reversible change. Here I have also added a few pictures for your better understanding, like boiling of water, drying of clothes, melting of ice cream, beating of metal, glowing of bulb and cutting of fruits. All of these are physical changes. Now you are going to tell me which amongst these 6 are reversible and which are irreversible. I will look for the answers in the comment section. Let us now discuss about the characteristics of physical changes. During a physical change, only physical properties such as size, shape, color and the state undergoes change. So as we had discussed before, only the physical properties like the size of the substance, the shape of the substance, color of a substance or the state, only these things undergo changes. During a physical change, no new substances are formed. Very, very important. During a physical change like tearing of a paper or folding of a paper or drying of clothes, no new substances are being formed. So you always have to look for this particular cue. You always have to see if new substances are being formed or not. If no new substances are formed, it is definitely a physical change. A physical change can be either reversible or irreversible. So dissolving sugar in water, like we had discussed, is a reversible change. You can dissolve the sugar, and if you evaporate the water, then you get back the sugar. Also, converting water to ice and ice to water or water to water vapor to water, all of these are reversible changes. But like I said, tearing of paper, that is an irreversible change. So do not say that all physical changes are reversible. There are certain irreversible changes as well. Can you name a few more irreversible physical changes? Go forward and write in the comment section. I will look into it. And last point that is to be seen is very small amount of energy or no energy at all is either absorbed or evolved during a physical change. So physical changes do not have evolution or absorption of any sort of energy. They do not consume energy or produce energy. This is also a very important point. But do not write no energy is evolved or absorbed, there are certain physical changes which involve small amount of energy absorption or evolution. So we will learn till the characteristics of physical change in this particular video. We will start with chemical changes in the next video. If you all have any questions, do not forget to write it in the comment section. I will definitely get back to you. Thank you everyone. Keep studying your chapter. Have a good day.